Hey, what's going on, guys? Well, today's video topic is going to be beer. I got a random message today, someone talking about beer, asking if I'm still doing beer reviews. And I recently watched a big beer channel talk about just kind of not having time for the hobby or the interest, really. And I decided to talk about it. I'm doing some inventory of the beer that I have because I like to cellar beer. Any beer that I've ever had that's been over 7-8% alcohol, I've gotten an extra bottle and I saved it with the idea of trying it in the future. So here's my little collection of beer, and you guys have seen these in some of the videos. Those are just bombers that are up there, and then I have a bunch of bottles and some cans and stuff. When I got into the hobby of beer, I dove in headfirst. I mean, it's like any new hobby. Everything was new to me, and I was learning, and I got to try this, and I got to try that, and and before you know it, you got a collection of beer sitting around. So obviously, with losing weight, beer is not an option for me. I can't try to fit it in, calorie-wise. It's not good. So I've completely gone cold turkey. Haven't had any beer in months, but more recently, made a strict rule of absolutely no beer. Until I get down to a certain weight, and even then, just really in moderation. Can't get back into drinking beer all the time. I do enjoy drinking beer. I love the flavor of beer. I definitely didn't always like beer. Growing up, teenage years, hated beer. Even early adult in my 20s, just didn't really care for it. It was only a couple years ago when I discovered craft beer that I really went, oh my God, beer has a lot of flavor. You know what I'm saying? It was amazing. Actually, the first time I ever had a craft beer, I took a trip down to Florida to meet someone who I was talking to. It was a girl who I was heavily involved with, and I wanted to meet her and hang out and stuff. And plus, I haven't traveled in a long time, so I said, screw it. I'm going to take a trip and have some fun. And I did. And I ended up going to a bar, had a craft beer, and went, wow, this has a ton of flavor. So that's when my interest really first started, and then of course watching YouTube videos on different types of beer and watching beer reviews, I got totally hooked. Hook, line, and sinker. And I mean, just started trying to find beer. Every time I watch a new review and someone's talking about a new crazy beer, I just had to try it. And I spent a lot of money on the hobby. Obviously gained a lot of weight from it as well. It definitely didn't help the weight loss journey at all. It just hindered it. But these days, like I said, completely staying away from it. I'm looking up here and I'm just seeing money spent that I wish I had in my hand. You know what I mean? Those bombers are anywhere from $9-10 a piece to $15 or $16 a piece. That's a lot of money. Those bottles, a lot of those you get 4-packs for like $12-13, or 6-packs, for about the same price. I mean, it adds up. That's a lot of money just sitting there that I can't sell, really. So, I don't want to say I'm regretting it, but I'm not buying beer for many years. If I ever want a beer, I'm going to be drinking this stuff until it's gone. And like I said, that will last many years to come. It's just, I don't know, it's interesting looking back, and I have this, I guess, an addiction to hobbies. When I learn something new, I just dive headfirst, and I really want to just absorb everything and experience everything I possibly can, and it's not always feasible. For many reasons. Number one, financially. You start a new hobby, you got to try everything. That costs money. Every hobby costs money, in some form or another. But especially when you're collecting stuff, So, looking back, it's just, I like beer. I've literally had over 1,000 beers easily, maybe even 2,000 or 3,000. And I'm kind of done. Just kind of done with the journey. I mean, I'm not going to say I'll never buy a new type of beer or want to try something, but my interest has really decreased. The biggest thing for me is just losing weight and being healthy. Beer is not really part of that equation. But the other thing is just money. I don't want to spend money on beer. And looking up here and just staring at this stuff, I'm thinking, Jesus, I spent a lot of money on this crap. And all that money could have went to a better use. But, no regrets in life. I've been there, done that kind of a thing, So, yeah, just talking about it out loud. Just one of those things that for anyone who's curious if I'm going to do beer reviews in the future, I actually have a bunch of beer reviews that are recorded that I've never posted because I was going through it so fast. I couldn't post them fast enough, and I don't know if I'll ever release those or what, but just about, I guess, prioritizing in life, and beer used to be a big priority. every time I left the house, I had to stop and see what's new, and you know, the different beer shops and stuff, and you know, look for that next special beer. And that interest has just kind of faded. The nuance of it being new and exciting, and you know, I just soon realized there's no way you can try them all. There's no way you can afford to buy them all. You know, so the interest kind of faded a little bit. I'll always love it. I'll always enjoy it. But now these are like fine wines, just sitting there and aging, and eventually, I guess I'll drink them all. I don't know. I just figured I'd turn the camera on for anyone who's interested and wondering what's going on with the beer stuff. If you have an interest in beer, I know you're probably looking at it going, no, send it to me. Yeah, well, you know, with different laws, I can't really ship anything. But, you know, I'll treat it like wine, and I'll always have a good beer around, I guess. If I have some company or something, or to celebrate a special occasion, crack one of these bad boys open and see what it tastes like. But I would imagine in a couple of years, because I have a bunch of beers that I wanted to do like verticals with, where you try the same beer from a couple different years. I might post videos like that, and like I said, for maybe special occasions and holidays and stuff like that. But yeah, well, if you're curious about that, that's the deal with me. This is kind of a sad ending, I guess, a parting with a hobby. This is a very cool hobby for a couple of years. Like I said, been there, done that, kind of faded. The interest definitely faded, don't have the money for it. And can't incorporate it into my my new healthy lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? So hey, it is what it is. It is a really interesting hobby though, because you just can't try them all. Literally, there's always something new to try. So if you're into the hobby of craft beer, then you know it is exciting. But hey, you know what? You can't enjoy everything forever. And I have other hobbies that'll never go away, like you know, knives and gear and stuff like that. So I don't know, I'm just kind of rambling about it. Like I said, I was staring at it, figured I'd turn the camera on, share my my thoughts with you, which I just did, and I'm done talking about it. If you notice, there's all my sharpening stuff. Not all of it. I actually have a new video coming out very soon on an amazing sharpening system, and of course, a bunch more knife reviews. So stay tuned for that. But in the meantime, thanks for watching. Hope you guys had a great day, and if you like craft beer, why don't you write down in the comments the last one you tried that you liked, for all the other people who are still enjoying the hobby. Maybe get some new ideas of what to try. But there you go. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys have an awesome day, and I will see you soon. Take care.